What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the final transfer news video of a transfer deadline day where we will talk about Ryan Gravenbech, who officially signed for Liverpool at 10 p.m. last night. It was a nervous wait because Palfinha's move to Bayern Munich has fallen through. It collapsed at the last minute because the German transfer deadline day was a few hours earlier than the English. And I feel sorry for Palfinha because he did the medical, he did 2 hours of media interviews with Bayern Munich, and after that he learned that the deal is off because Fulham couldn't find a suitable replacement for Palfinha, so they ultimately pulled the plug on the deal. And then Liverpool fans had a nervous wait until finally Paul Joyce confirmed that Palfinha transfer falling through doesn't affect the deal for Ryan Gravenbech. And Liverpool actually got a little bit lucky because we agreed a deal with Bayern a lot earlier. I mean, even 2 days ago we agreed the deal, and Gravenbech was supposed to fly to Liverpool the day before yesterday, but his flight got cancelled, so he had to fly in yesterday very early in the morning, but today he could be training at Liverpool. So in this video we will talk about Ryan Gravenbech, what he brings to Liverpool, his story so far, also his first interview, what he said about Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, what he said about Ryan Gravenbech, and we will also talk about Mohamed Salah, because lots of you guys, even though the transfer window is closed, are very anxious whether Salah will still go to Saudi Arabia or not. And Fabrizio Romano said that this story is not over yet, because the problem is the Saudi Arabian transfer window is still open for another week or 10 days after the English transfer window slams shut, and that seems very unfair. This could be a tactic by the Saudi Arabian government, who owns Newcastle, to unsettle Liverpool. And I mean, if they could prize Salah away during the season, with Liverpool not being able to find and sign a replacement for Salah, that would help Newcastle and Chelsea, two clubs that either Saudi Arabian government owns or part owns in the case of Chelsea. So this could be a tactic by Saudi Arabian government, which is a really dirty, shady tactic to weaken Liverpool and to give Newcastle a bigger chance of finishing in the top 4. And this is what Fabrizio Romano said. So despite the transfer window remaining open for the Saudi Pro League, there is no news on Mo Salah at the moment, honestly. The bid from Al Ittihad has been rejected and Liverpool want to keep Salah. Liverpool consider the story over, but from Saudi Arabia they continue to insist, as Al Ittihad are really obsessed with the deal for Salah. But that's the thing, if they were that obsessed and that desperate to sign Mo Salah, why didn't they come in 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago, even a month ago? They could have signed Salah for £200 million and then we could reinvest that money and rebuild the squad even better. By the way, how do you rate Liverpool's transfer window? I maintain my opinion. In yesterday's video I said I rate it a 6 out of 10 transfer window. It would be an 8 out of 10 if we signed a centre back, and only after the full season we can properly judge whether Liverpool missed the boat by signing a proper world-class defensive midfielder. And though the jury is still out how good he will be at Liverpool, and I think Liverpool wanted to have a lot of interchangeable players who can play number 6, number 8, but to not properly replace Fabinho. I mean, Endo is not a proper replacement for Fabinho. I think could come back and bite Liverpool, especially if we have a lot of injuries in defense as well. Not signing a centre-back worries me a little bit because Konate is injury prone, Joe Gomez and Matip are also injury prone. So what if 2 or 3 of them get injured at the same time? Virgil van Dijk can't be overplayed. I mean, we will have a lot of football. The Europa League fixtures have been announced, and I'm really happy with the Europa League draw. We will play a last team from Austria, so not a lot of travel there. We will play Belgian, Union Saint-Gilloise, that's even less travel, and also Toulouse of France, who won the French Cup in an amazing French Cup final. That's not a lot of travel for Liverpool as well, and we can comfortably play the second team and still hopefully we can win the group in the Europa League. And I want Liverpool to take the Europa League seriously, But in the first half of the season, we can concentrate on the Premier League. And I think even the second team will be chomping at the bit to play European football for Liverpool. And this is actually a good opportunity for the younger players to get a lot of minutes, a lot of game time in the Europa League, in the League Cup. And Liverpool's first team, best team, can concentrate on the Premier League. But Jurgen Klopp said something interesting about Mo Salah, and this calmed me down a little bit. He said, Mo Salah is super committed to Liverpool, really in training, fully there, fully focused. And in the leadership meeting this week, he was fully in as well. I have to deal with facts, and my fact is, oh good, we are here and everything is fine. So that is our good news, that so far Salah looks extremely committed to Liverpool. But probably Salah, according to Melissa Reddy, I watched an interview with Melissa Reddy, who is a Sky Sports reporter, and he is very close to Liverpool. He used to be a Liverpool-based journalist, and she said that probably Salah wants to see what his value is in today's market, and he wants to see what kind of salary Saudi Arabia are offering and what kind of transfer fee they are offering for him, how highly Salah is valued. Probably he's flirting with the idea of one day going to Saudi Arabia, and he just wants to see the numbers of how high Saudi Arabia and the club Al Ittihad will go for him. And apparently, according to Melissa Reddy, the report is that Salah is being offered a higher salary than Neymar or Cristiano Ronaldo, which is absolutely crazy. They are earning 100 million euros a year or something absolutely lunatic, crazy, absolutely crazy. The amount of money that Saudi Arabia are throwing at football. I mean, they outspent La Liga, the Spanish league, in this summer transfer window. That is absolutely crazy to me as well. And I mean, this disrupts the Premier League quite a bit. But I also hear people say, and I think that's a valid argument, that the Premier League has been doing this to other European leagues. European leagues have been doing this to South American leagues. When they see a big talent and they pay the money, which they can easily do, and pluck the talent out of that league. Europe has been doing it to South America, to Africa, and now Saudi Arabia are doing it to Europe and the Premier League. And the Premier League has been doing it to other European leagues with lesser financial incentives. So it's going to be very interesting how the Premier League copes with this. I still think the Premier League will be fine, and I just don't see many people seriously being interested in the Saudi Arabia League. But the more and more big talented players go to Saudi Arabia, the harder it will be to ignore that league. Because I mean, I'm looking at some teams like Al Hilal, Al Ittihad, like 6 or 7 players in those leagues are top players. I mean, those teams, starting 11, are top players. The problem is, I mean, apart from the huge fanboys of Cristiano Ronaldo or Neymar or Sadio Mane, not many people will watch that league. It's a pretty soulless league, only cropped up by money. Saudi Arabia are pretty clearly intent on building a super league of their own with all kinds of big superstars, big talents going there. My big worry will be if talents who are 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 years old go there. If Erling Haaland goes to Saudi Arabia in this stage of his career, if Kylian Mbappe goes to Saudi Arabia, that's when we should be worried, because as long as they sign players who are 30 years old or older, then I'm fine with it. But that's my opinion. Let me know what is yours in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here, because I will keep posting the daily updates around Liverpool FC. There is always so much to talk about, my favorite football club. And I'm just reading a statistic. The Premier League was still responsible for almost half of the transfer spending in the top 5 European leagues this summer, 48%. So the other 4 leagues in the top 5 leagues have spent half as much as almost as much as the Premier League spent. So the Premier League outspent all 4 leagues by a considerable margin, which is absolutely crazy. And Ryan Gravenbech also won the Euro Under-17 tournament with the Netherlands, and he will train with Liverpool. He won't play against Aston Villa because the paperwork hasn't been done in time, and then he goes off to international duty with the Netherlands under 21 team. but after that he will be properly integrated into the squad. And Jurgen Klopp said that Ryan Gravenbech's medical went as well as it can be. He's super fit. He did a full preseason with Bayern Munich. Yes, he hasn't played a lot of games for Bayern this season, but he's really fit, so he can be integrated into the team after the international break. And then we will have a very busy period because we will play 2 games every week. The Europa League, I think Ryan Gravenbech will get a lot of playing time in there. And Ryan Gravenbech is from a footballing family. I didn't know that both of his parents have played football at an amateur level, and his mother said it all started in a small sports hall. You were only 4 years old. I remember you walking up to us during one of the training sessions and saying, "I'm just good, I score all the time." Your father and I couldn't stop laughing. And his elder brother, Denzel Gravenbech, what a name by the way, has made a career as a professional too. He also went through the Ajax Academy, and then he has played in the Netherlands, in Romania, in England with Reading as well. And what is also interesting and a good omen, Ryan Gravenbech has won the league title in his past 3 seasons. He won the title twice with Ajax, and then he won the title with Bayern Munich as well. And Ryan Gravenbech was instrumental in the Super Ajax team, which surged to the Eredivisie title in the 2021 season, scoring 102 goals, and they won the league by 16 points. They were first, ahead of the second place team by 16 points. That's a huge gap, even in the Dutch league. That's a remarkable feat. And Gravenbech played with some fantastic players at Ajax. I think De Jong was still there before he signed for Barcelona. And Gravenbech was named on the 10-player shortlist for France Football's prestigious Copa Trophy in both 21 and 22. This trophy is for the best under 21 players who played the best football in the previous year. And Ryan Gravenbech, it was very easy decision for him to go to Liverpool. His agent was instrumental in pushing through the deal. His agent is part of the Raiola agency, and Gravenbech already has 2 Dutch teammates at Liverpool, Cody Gakpo and Virgil van Dijk. And I absolutely love that Liverpool announced the signing by recreating Ryan Gravenbech sitting on a training bike, holding his phone, like that leaked picture that was leaked about Ryan Gravenbech wearing a Liverpool shirt when he was a younger player. So I absolutely love that they recreated, the social media team of Liverpool recreated that picture to announce that Liverpool signed Gravenbech. And also, of course, Cody Gakpo and Virgil van Dijk greeted Gravenbech. Liverpool released a video of that. But then Andy Robertson greeted Gravenbech by jokingly saying to him, "Finally, a good Dutch player." That is absolutely hilarious. Andy Robertson got jokes. He has always cracking jokes, and I love him. Absolutely brilliant. And Ryan Gravenbech has Zinedine Zidane as his idol. He said that, "I'm able to slip and turn everywhere. It is often said that top players have less technique, but I have to rely on my technique. My idol in the Champions League was Zinedine Zidane because of his style of play, his technique, his intelligence. I really liked him. I tried to imitate him a bit, try to learn from him, watching him play." Ryan Gravenbech has huge talent. He's not an out-and-out defensive midfielder. He's not a classic monster of a destroyer, which I think Liverpool badly needed in this transfer window. Endo can be that kind of player, but his quality is a little bit less than the quality of Fabinho, obviously. But Ryan Gravenbech can be anything, because he still is only 21 years old. And Jurgen Klopp said that he had a difficult season at Bayern, but if you look at his age group, at 21 years old, at a really big club, Gravenbech didn't play a lot, and that's perfectly normal. That's perfectly understandable. And also, he's a long project. He doesn't come in at Liverpool, and he doesn't have the pressure of straight away having to start in big Premier League games and us having to rely on him. I think Jurgen Klopp can mold and develop him, and if his skill set allows it, he could become a brilliant defensive midfielder. But I think Liverpool will play with a fluid formation. Jurgen Klopp is still saying that we are working out what kind of formation would suit Liverpool the best, what kind of system is the best. For Liverpool, I think we will alternate between 4-3-3, 4 4-2-3-1, maybe the 3-2-2-3 formation as well, the box midfield. So we will alternate between these formations. I think for defensive solidity, the 4-2-3-1 would be perfect, and Endo could play alongside McAllister, Endo could play alongside Thiago, or Bajcetic could play alongside Gravenbech. Endo could play alongside Gravenbech. The options are so many, and of course in the attack we have 5 brilliant attackers, and also this gives Jurgen Klopp the chance to finally rotate enough, which I think is badly needed, because Liverpool will play an awful lot of games. But now we have a bigger squad than before. We signed 4 brilliant midfielders who are all pretty young, apart from Endo. He's 30 years old, but he's a safe signing, I think. Liverpool, after we couldn't sign Lavia or Caicedo for big money, we went for a cheaper option, and Liverpool didn't spend as much as I wanted. We spent like 150 million pounds approximately, and I said we need to spend at least 250 million, but our net spend was just shy of 100 million pounds, 98 million, with of course the sales of Fabinho and Henderson. You could argue that's not enough for a Liverpool rebuild, but this is only the first part of the rebuild. I think we could sign a player in January, and if Salah is sold for 200 million next summer, which I think the Saudi Arabian club should be interested in Salah next summer as well, I would actually agree a 200 million pound deal with Al Ittihad right now for Salah for next summer. So he stays at Liverpool for 1 more year, and then next summer he leaves, and then Liverpool can start planning for replacing Salah in 1 year. Salah is in an immaculate physical shape, so I'm sure in 1 year he will be in top shape as well. Why not try and broker a deal like that with Al Ittihad? Then we get them off their backs, and Salah will go to Saudi Arabia. He's the biggest star in the Arabic world, so I can understand why it would be huge for Al Ittihad to get Mo Salah, because he's a huge star. The shirt sales would be absolutely crazy, going through the roof at Al Ittihad. But hopefully Liverpool won't sell him in this month, so he goes permanently to Saudi Arabia right now, because that would just absolutely wreck and devastate Liverpool's season. Ryan Gravenbech said that he's very happy that the deal is done and he's at Liverpool. I just had to be relaxed, he said. I spoke a lot with my agent. Everything is going to be alright, he said. For me, I just had to be relaxed and wait for this moment. If you see it from the outside, Liverpool is one of the biggest clubs in the world. Also the fans, the stadium, I think everything from the outside is top. So that's why I came here. Before the move, I spoke a lot with the Dutch guys, and they said we have a good team, everything is top here. Actually, my decision was quick. Jurgen Klopp, I just like everything about him. He's just a good coach. He gave me such a warm feeling. Also, I went there with my girlfriend and we spoke about almost everything and good things. I'm very happy. It was like a great feeling, and I can't wait to start with him on the pitch. I'm very excited, very looking forward to playing at Anfield, and I can't wait to hear the You Will Never Walk Alone song, and Ryan Gravenbech will be in attendance against Aston Villa, of course, in the stands watching his new team. I spoke a lot about this move with my parents. They were just wishing also for Liverpool, you know, that was a good thing. Liverpool fans have been sharing a photo of you online. The Liverpool interviewer told Gravenbech it was you in a Liverpool shirt in a gym. Can you tell us a little bit about that image? Oh, seriously? I didn't see it. He checks the picture. Oh, okay. Yeah, this picture, I saw it. It was a couple of years ago in the gym. I swapped a shirt with the former Liverpool player Kiana Höver. That was a very nice shirt. Kiana Höver is a Dutch centre-back / right-back who went to Wolves from Liverpool. And at the time, I think he was still on Liverpool's books when he swapped shirts with Gravenbech. Gravenbech said, I think I'm a good dribbler. I'm a technical player. Also a box-to-box player. I also have a good shot, and I think I suit Liverpool's style 100%. And Ryan Gravenbech said, I want to win trophies, I want to win prizes, play a lot, and show them who we are and who I am. I'm happy to be here, very excited to start, and see you soon, guys. Absolutely brilliant. And Jurgen Klopp said Gravenbech is an exceptional talent. Everybody knows that. He's 21, he played over 100 games for Ajax already. And Ryan Gravenbech is a very smart boy. When I started talking to him, Jurgen Klopp said, I instantly realized he's very smart. He came into my office with his girlfriend, very nice as well, as a couple, good couple, very open. There is everything there what you need. And at Liverpool we have a big challenge to reinvent one of the most successful midfields this club has ever had, and I really like it. When I look at now at the team, it's a good football team. You can buy experienced players, but the experience you have to make together as a team as well, and we will do that. Everything is good. We signed a really good player, and now let's help him to get the best out of him. So Gravenbech will be in Liverpool training today or tomorrow, and then tomorrow we play Aston Villa. He will watch the game, and then after the international break, Liverpool will start working with him. So don't expect him to start in the Premier League just yet, but expect him to start in the Europa League, and then we will ease him into the things. I think he's a brilliant player. For £34 million, it's an absolute bargain, I think, because of his huge talent, and he can become world class under Jurgen Klopp. I'm pretty convinced. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.